won't approach.
I can make you feel good. I can make you feel good.
The time has finally come for Cav to face his toughest audience yet.
I think Cav's sort of out by himself at the moment because he hasn't been in as much. Cav's quite defensive. You know, he always thinks there's some agenda or some problem, or I think we're going to have to watch that.
Okay. There's guys that offer you diamonds and pearls. Those are the ones, but not the needs. No, no. The guys say that they can give you the world. A world of love is what you get from me. 'Cause I can make you feel good. Just say I really want you.
Man, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm fucking sweating. Yeah?
Cav, seriously, so much good stuff in there.
Okay, great.
Really good, man.
But before Fifth Story can celebrate their successful week in the studio, Cav decides to dash, leaving a bad taste in the boys' mouths.
I won't give you all a group hug, but my love is with you, and I'll see you very soon, yeah?
See you in a bit, mate.
I got a gig that came in today, which I can't really not do, because I need the money, quite frankly.
And personally, I think putting a gig in last minute isn't good enough. We all kind of made sure we were as available as we could be.
Yeah.
And because I just think that you were ill for 2 days, so do you know what? Your gig's got to wait. I've been here all week.
At the end of the day, we're all in a band now. It could be fireworks, but that's part of the journey.
Right. Cheers, man.
It's been really good. Better than honestly, hand on heart, better than I thought it would be.
I mean, the problem obviously is going to be the whole Gareth and Cav thing, because Gareth hates Cav.
I don't hate Cav. We're just very different. You know, he's very loud, you know, and I can't speak. So. At the minute, we're all friends. Will that last?
Coming up, after an explosive reunion...
You were threatening to kick the shit out of me.
Well, if I did, I did. Do you know what I mean? And they ain't gonna fucking deny it.
Girl Thing now go in for round 2, but will this one also become a debacle?
It was a bit weird.
I have a bit of a Bridget Jones moment.
And from a pop star to a soap star, Kelly spills the beans on the reunion she never believed would be possible.
You've all changed as people, you know.
15 years of holding all of that stuff, and actually, it was nothing to really hold on to in the first place.
Blinkbox Music sponsors the big reunion. Blinkbox Music sponsors the big reunion.
In 1998, Girl Thing were the group Simon Cowell created to rival the Spice Girls. But they hit the skids almost as soon as their first single failed to reach #1.
You're number 8, like, you're a complete flop.
Bitter disappointment caused factions in the band, which resurfaced at the girls' booze-fueled reunion.
Oh, where do I start? I think the first person that Lindsay needs to talk to is Michelle.
What I said was from a view of how I felt as a kid.
Yeah.
Because I've got no issues or bad blood with you. There is none.
Just like old characters just started coming out, and
Nobody's changed, huh?
no.
Really? You spent one night with them and everybody's kind of at each other's throats. Do you feel like you resolved it?
No.
Do you know, we were just talking about how we felt back then, but we were all kids.
No, I worry that...
You don't need to. I promise you that. You just don't need to worry.
Because I don't need that anymore, do you know what I mean?
No,
It's
but
like...
no, none of us do. This is...
In all honesty, I loved you to bits until you had a drink. And then I felt like you were a completely different person and it frightened me. I felt like everything was my fault.
It all sounds very childish, like, are you going to be able to go through it all again?
We'll see.
No choice there, huh?
I don't know. Honestly, I am petrified of like getting to rehearsals and it not getting better. Like, it has to get better.
Yeah.
But I've got no problem with you. Honestly, I haven't. And if anyone I thought I'd be sat on a swing with, I thought it was going to be Nikki. And we're all fine now.
Yeah.
Right?
With just a matter of days before rehearsals are due to start, the girls have arranged to meet up again for peace talks.
I'll see you soon, right?
Do us proud.
I will.
As a glammed up Lindsay and Michelle bid farewell to their kids,
Love you lots.
baby of the band Jodie has returned to her East End roots to discuss her reunion fears with her dad.
Good old pie and mash. I don't think I've had pie and mash since I was about 17.
How do you feel about seeing the girls again?
In my house in Ireland, it was just a bit of a disaster. As soon as we started talking about the past, everyone regressed back to who they were in the band, and then it all kicked off.
Instead of who they are now.
Exactly, and who they are now is different. Like, they are all mums, and they are, you know, married or, like, with people, and they are in a different stage of their life. So I think we've kind of got to look forward rather than going back, you know.
You landed.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Just take your time. Be nice. They're good girls.
I didn't know what to expect last time, but this time I'm just hoping everyone's just cooled off a little bit and everyone's like had a chance to think a little bit more. And yeah, we needed to go there a little bit, but I think now it's like, let's move forward and have a bit of a laugh. Take it away. Neat pie and mash.
The bar is shut at the Last Chance Saloon Girl Thing Summit, and this time they've sensibly opted to natter over a cuppa.
It was a bit weird at my house in Ireland. It was a bit.
Yeah, because you were feeding everyone bloody alcohol. That's why. Getting everyone pissed. That's why I raised two.
The tension of it was probably a bit much and, you know, made me get on the pop.
I was like, I need hashing old demons, and sometimes it's not healthy. It's better to go.
I had a bit of a Bridget Jones moment, what can I say, you know what I mean?
Meltdown.
Do you know what? I think, it's emotional, and I think it brought up probably too much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Rather than moving on.
I do think that we could really potentially have an amazing time with this. Yeah. We just got to have the right attitude. We even got a chance to perform Pure and Simple.
No, didn't. It was on the album.
There's no choreography or anything.
That's it. So we've got a whole new dance routine to learn. And then obviously we've got Girls on Top, Last One Standing. But what about the fourth song?
We need something different, something modern, a cover version of some.
I think we should do Raw, Katy Perry. I think that's a good idea.
I like that one.
Yeah, and the kids like it.
To be fair, she's got a lot of fans.
Teenagers like it.
I want to ask how Jodie feels about the fact that Andy is Ben from A1, who they had a date with, which I couldn't remember before. And also Dane Bowers, who wanted to take you out, and Simon Cowell told him to piss off because he said he wasn't good enough for you. It was after the gig at Hyde Park, wasn't it? And he was like, Dave's like, Simon, I want to take her out. And Simon's like, no, darling, never, over my dead body.
After party in the park?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Well, Ben only took me to the cinema, and that was very innocent, and we see a really rubbish film, and then I went home. And Dane, hopefully, he's
moved on,
got over it. So, girls, is there anything else that anyone wants to say? Because obviously we're here, it's our second reunion. I don't think many bands get a second one, but we got a second one. So if there is anything that we kind of need to say.
No, I just think that we should take this chance with like both hands and really enjoy it and have fun together and fuck the past and let's just go for it in the end of the day.
It's time to swish it.
Yeah, we were only
I think we should just move forward and enjoy, because I think this is just going to be incredible.
I didn't expect it to go this well.
Now we can kind of just get over it and just have a bit of fun and take it for what it is and enjoy it.
You know what? Those are the girls I remember when we release the first single.
With Lindsay, it can be all happy one minute and the next day she can be completely opposite. So hopefully, touch wood, this is, you know, it's setting a precedence and she is going to be fabulous.
We're ready to move forward as a band and kick some ass, basically.
Coming up, Damage prepare for their interrogation of former brother Corey.
If I don't get my answers, there's going to be no rehearsals. I could promise you that.
And the Eternal Sisters mull over their recent reunion with Kelly.
I mean, I'm easy. I'm quite happy to hold up my hands and go, this is what I've done wrong.
It's now just basically finding each other.
Blinkbox Music sponsors the big reunion.
Cats would do anything for the great taste of Dreamy's treats. Crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside. Dreamy's. The treats cats crave.
Nose